everyone. Today I am foraging this wonderfully delicious and medicinal plant called plantain. I know you recognize this plant. It grows in everybody's backyards. It grows everywhere. These seed pods that stand tall up over the plant are a very telltale sign of this plant. When you see those seed pods growing tall over the plant, it's very easy to recognize. Now the leaves you notice, I'm going to pull one of these leaves off. And I want to show you, this is a telltale sign of plantain. Do you see when I pulled the leaf off, do you see those little fibers or hairs, I guess, whatever you want to call them, coming out of the end of the stem? Also the leaves, as you can see on the back of them, the veins are very protruding. The leaves are very raised on this leaf. Now plantain, in general, is actually almost called like a medicinal everything plant. The young leaves, they're edible, raw, or you can put them in your salads. You can cook them. They are rich. This is rich in vitamin B1. Now, Native Americans had a name for it, and the name actually translated into life medicine. And as I said, this is also known as a Band-Aid plant, simply because you can take the leaves, pick them, chew this leaf up, or crush it up real good so that it gets kind of wet. And if you have bug bites, or if you have stings, or if you have cuts, or if you have any type of wound in any way, shape, or form, you can put this on it. You can chew it and put it right on your wound, bite, stings, whatever. This actually has a drawing effect. It also helps to stop bleeding almost immediately. It also helps the wound and the damage to begin to heal and restore. So it is a wonderful, wonderful plant. You know, if you are out somewhere and you didn't bring your first aid kit, this is the plant I would look for immediately. I would find this plant and the leaves, and you've got what you need. You have a Band-Aid. You can actually put the poultice or chewed leaves, crushed up leaves on whatever wound, and actually make it like a antiseptic Band-Aid, because this plant actually, and its seeds, like the leaves and the seeds, are used medicinally. It's been used as an antibacterial, an antidote, an astringent. It's anti-inflammatory. It is antiseptic. It is diuretic. And I would highly suggest you to research this plant for yourself, really, because there's so many medicinal things that's they're even still finding with this plant. Medical evidence now is confirming like the uses of for asthma, I think emphysema, like bladder problems, fever, even I think blood sugar control, to name a few. So I really, really, really suggest that you go out and research this plant yourself for all its medicinal uses. Now, however, with that said, I will say I am not a doctor, and in no way, shape, or form am I advising you to use this instead of a doctor's advice or direction. So, if you have issues or problems, I definitely suggest that you you know, ask your doctor first before using or trying any other alternative methods. Okay, so anyways, carrying on with that said, there's also many medicinal uses for the root of this plant. That's why I said you really need to go out and research this plant, because it is so medicinal. But today, I really just want to tell you also about what I'm collecting it today for, and that is I am collecting the leaves today, because I am going to take the leaves and I am going to clean them, and I'm going to put them on a baking sheet, and I'm going to bake them and make, I guess, plantain chips. So probably what I'll end up doing is maybe making like an olive oil or some type of oil and garlic powder and salt or something, and massage it all over them and in them, and then put them on a drying sheet and allow them to bake and then eat them. So I will include you when I do this, so that you can see how easy it is and how wonderfully delicious this plantain plant really is. So right now I've collected my plantain leaves, and I'm just giving them a little wash, kind of scrubbing around on them, and you know, if there's any dirt or any thing like that on them, then it easily will be rinsed off. So the next thing I'm going to do is drain these, and I probably will end up putting them maybe in my salad spinner. That might work to help air dry them before I put them in oil and garlic powder and yummy, baking them into chips. So, all right, stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, I have placed them in my salad spinner, and I think I'm going to give them a few whirls around and see if we can't dry it quicker. Stay tuned. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Hey, okay, we've got the plantain leaves. I've washed them, and I kind of gave them a few spins around in my salad spinner to kind of dry them off a little bit. It didn't dry them completely, but that's okay. So now I've got them in this little container, and what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take some olive oil, and I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil all over in here. Try to make sure that I soak them really good in it. And then I'm going to throw in some garlic powder. I'll throw in some garlic powder in there. And I think I'm even going to put a little bit of salt in there. We're going to throw a little bit of salt in too. Extra pinch there. And so then I am actually just going to take my hands, my fingers, which are clean, washed them. Make sure you wash your hands first. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to actually get in here and just kind of massage the oil and the garlic powder into the leaves. Just make sure it massages and gets fronts and backs of them, and really just really gets them nice and coated. You want them all nice and coated with the oil and with the garlic powder and with the salt. You know, if any of you have ever made like kale chips, I guess this would be similar, same thing, but with plantain. So then I am just going to take these, and once I get these all massaged, the oil all massaged, I'm going to add maybe a little bit more garlic powder, just a little bit, because I really like garlic. I really enjoy garlic. I'm a garlic kind of girl. So once you get this really massaged in here good, and you think pretty much all your leaves are really coated well, then I'm simply just going to take my leaves and I'm going to place them on a baking sheet. You probably can't see the baking sheet, but I'm placing them singly in a single layer on the baking sheet. Okay, and I'm going to make sure I just kind of spread them out, like if they're folded up, kind of unfold them and make them all spread out real nice and lay them on the sheet. So, okay, I'm going to continue to get these on the baking sheet. I'll throw these in the oven. Then I'll see you in a little bit when they're done. We'll see how they taste. Hi guys. Okay, so I'm back and I have gotten my plantain leaves from out of the oven. I actually baked these 6 to 8 minutes on 350. And what I was really checking for was, I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, that crispiness. The crispy leaf sound is what I was checking and wanting to hear. So I have gotten these out of the oven and they're ready to eat, just like a potato chip or like a kale chip. It smells wonderful in here. The garlic powder smell of the kitchen, and I hope these taste as good as it smells in here. You know, this is my first time of doing this, so you guys are learning and doing this right along with me. So here goes, guys. Oh my gosh, these are really good. They're really, really good. So if you like kale chips, you're gonna love plantain chips. These are awesome. They're really good. You hear that crunch? Oh my gosh. These are delicious. So, hey guys, go get you some plantain leaves. And one thing I do want to say, listen, make sure that you recognize the plant. Don't just go out and grab some plants and think, well, I think I know what this is. And be sure, make sure you know what you're putting in your mouth before you eat it. Okay? Because there are some toxic plants out there. But listen, I've tried to help you to identify or start to identify what plantain is. So go out and research plantain and get you some leaves and bake them. Use them in soups and just like you would spinach. And then, hey, let me know what you did with them. And enjoy. Have a blessed day.